And finally, you may not know that NCTV17 is a nonprofit TV station. As such, we'd like to thank those who support us with donations, especially those who contributed to our 2017 Capital campaign. During our 30th anniversary celebration last year, Naperville Community Television raised $30,000 to help with the purchase of new high-definition cameras for our studio. Here's more on what this means for your community television station.
The studio is the foundation of NCTV17. We are a television station and we need a studio to do our best work. Most of our shows are anchored from our studio. It's our home, if you would, and so it was time for us to upgrade our home. We were working with cameras that were over 15 years old, and so now it's time to do our HD cameras to bring us into the current state-of-the-art technology.
That's the direction technology is going. If we want to stay up to date, if we want to keep our programming looking new, looking fresh, bringing in new viewers, we needed to make sure we had the best up-to-date technology.
It was a wonderful pairing of celebrating 30 years and then also doing our first capital campaign that really helped us re-engage with our community, bring our message forward again that we are here to connect with you, share your stories, and also for the community to say, yes, we do value you. Here's a few dollars to help us bring these HD cameras to your studio and help you keep that foundation strong. That's the big thing, is you have to have a strong foundation in order to be helpful and supportive of your community. Our field cameras were already HD. It was just time to move our studio. And the studio cameras are just a little bit more involved. They roll into a control room. They allow us to do special things called switching the cameras. So they're just a little bit more involved, thus a little bit more costly than a field camera, and thus the campaign and the need for some help from the community.
In order to integrate them into a professional studio environment required a lot more. It required better tripods than we have in the field. It required intercom, which we don't use in the field all that often. It required viewfinders and zoom and focus controls. And then the control room itself required a lot more infrastructure change.
Humbled, surprised, overwhelmed by the outcome that we got and that we made it.
You can't have a TV station without a studio. And so to have this up to date, it was a long time coming, but we're glad it's here.
It takes a village to raise a community television station. It takes a community television station to recognize the village. I mean, it's important stuff that we're doing. And so to have people say, hey, you're worth it, here's $30, or hey, you're worth it, here's more than $30, it meant a lot. It meant a lot to me and a lot to my staff. You know, we have watched people grow with NCTV on our staff and in our community. We have watched 30 years. That's more than a generation.
For all the people that donated, I want to say thank you. This project was a lot of fun to do, but we couldn't have done it without you. And we wouldn't be a television station without you at home watching and being engaged in your community.
I think the future for NCTV is bright. Our HD cameras bring everything into bright colors and are much crisper, but more importantly, NCTV is there for the community and hearing and wanting to know what the community wants from us. What role should we play with the community? And we're out figuring that out and listening, because as 30 years has passed, our role has changed in those 30 years, and now I think we're more important than ever, and we have to make sure that we are covering the stories that our community needs to hear.